Hey YouTubers, welcome to another episode here on ESGNet of MLB 13 Road to the Show with Theo Bonds. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Theo Bonds Road to the Show. As you see, he plays for the Memphis Redbirds, which is the AAA affiliate of the St. Louis Cardinals. We're trying to see if we can get young Bonds into the major leagues this season. And as you see here, we're getting ready to play our next series against the Tucson Padres. There you see, last episode we played against the Rolling Rock Express and lost all 4 games. First time we've actually had that happen to us as the Memphis Redbirds this season. So at least for the most part, Bonds on the team. So there you see in this game, we're going to come in there in the 5th inning with 1 out, a runner on first. As you see, Bonds is going to come in as a pitch hitter and see what he can do against the Padres. And he's going to go up against a right-hander by the name of Casey Keller, who's so far 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 earned run, and gave up 3 hits already in 4 1/3
So it would appear we'll have
of
a
a
pinch
ball
hitter
game.
coming on now with a runner at first and 1 gone.
So now you see Bonds getting ready there, getting his bat and see what he can do. So bottom of the 5th, 1 out, runner on first, down by 4, and there you see Bonds cannot do anything because that one's going straight up, and you see their infield coming in. Look like all 4 guys are going to call for it, but they do get the out, and there you see a poor at bat for Bonds for that round.
He'll take a long exhale on his way back to the
So
dugout.
there you see,
He looks back on the tape
Bonds not able to
realize
do
he needs to
anything
be a little more
with that at
committed
bat.
to
And
his
of course, the
swing.
coach
He had no
was probably
chance of
hoping
that
that he was
working
going
out
to bring some magic there with a 2-run shot, but unable to that time. So you see, with some of the game, and we do get 2 runs out of that inning, making it 6-2. And then you see they score another run, so now it makes 7-2. And they got 11 hits, 2 errors. We got 6 hits, 3 errors. So, you know, as I always say, errors will cost you a game. And now we come back. We actually end up scoring, look like 4 that inning there in the bottom of the 6th. And you see, I'm showing the simulation because Bonds, again, he only came in as a pitch hitter that time during that game. So we'll see what his team can do without him. And we're getting very close to seeing, we're still down by 3. And we're in the top of the 8th. Looks like, yeah, now top of the 9th. We'll see what Tucson can do. And they can't do anything. So now we got our last at bat here. 2 outs, down by 3. Oh, home run, nice. There you go. So now we're only down by 1, and we end up losing the game by 1. So another nail biter right there, and coming up short once again. This time at home, and you see final score 9-8. There you see Bonds 0 for 1 with that 1 at bat that he had, and it was a pop up. So again, I guess Bonds not taking his time at looking for his pitch or the pitch that he wants. To take it and drive it and you know, get on base or take it over the wall. So there you see his stats per at bat with that only at bat in the game. So now we're going to move on to game 2 of this series, and then you see we're going to see his stats for so far for this season: 18 home runs, 41 RBIs, hitting a batting average of 404. So doing quite well in AAA. But again, you know, our goal is to get him to the major leagues. And hopefully we can do it before this end of the season. So now we're going to get to game 2 of this series, and then you see Brandon Batista 6-11 for the season, 5.29 ERA. He has 106 strikeouts, and we're going to go against their pitcher, Tucson's pitcher, Buster Velasquez. So you see, hasn't won a game yet, hasn't lost a game, so I'm sure he has a lot of no decisions. But we'll see what we can do against him here at home. So again, this is game 2 of a 4-game series between the Padres and the Redbirds. So let's go ahead and get to Bonds' first at bat here. And down, score tied 0-0 down, bottom of the first, 1 out. runner on first. There you see a nice hit past the shortstop there, and he gets a nice hit for him. Bonds is going for a double, an unusual task right there on his part, and then you see he is safe. So Bonds actually gets a run in, or doesn't get the run in, but does get a double. So Tucson's up by 2 here at the bottom of the third. There you see a nice ripper, and that one the third baseman cannot handle at all, and Bonds gets a single. So Bonds now 2 for 2 in the ball game with no RBIs and no home runs.
A hot shot
And
that
there you
time
see
and a tough read down there at
the third
base.
baseman right there,
He just couldn't get the leather
looking
on it.
there and saying, you got me on that one. So down bottom of the fifth, bases are empty, down by 1, 2-1 the score, and you see Bonds trying to hustle this one out and does not. He is out. So Bonds gets out on that routine play there by the third baseman. So down by 6 at the bottom of the seventh with 1 out, bases are empty, and a nice hit right there. Could this be a blooper towards center field? And no, it's not. It's a fly out to the center fielder there for another routine play. So down by 3, 7-4, bottom of the 8th, runners on second and first, 2 outs. Bonds hits that ball right there and hits it right towards the shortstop for that easy out. So pretty much a routine plays right there on Bonds. There you see 2 for 5 for the day. Yeah, it does have a double, but unable to produce any RBIs for the team. So you see down by 3, final score 7-3 for the Redbirds. So a disappointing second game, lose by 3. The last game we lost by 1. So hopefully we can win game 3. I believe it's again a 4-game series. I could be stand corrected here in a bit. We'll see. But there you see, still 18 home runs, 41 RBIs, and batting average of 404. So you see in the standings up there, we are still tied with Omaha. But wait a minute, a trade just came in. The catcher Frank Patterson and Daniel discuss. I don't know. To the Braves for Dan Uggla, the second baseman. So I don't understand why they give these notices, because they don't really affect me or the player that you create. But maybe that's a sign. Maybe we got room for getting called up. So we got Dan Uggla, part of the Cardinals organization in St. Louis. So hopefully Bonds will be able to play against him, play with him soon, and hopefully before the season ends. So now we go to game 3 of the series. You see 54 and 58 for the season, along with the Padres. And still we're tied with Omaha for first place in our division. So bottom of the first, 1 out, runner on first, and there you see a nasty sinker right there, and Bonds goes fishing and comes up empty that time for that at bat. So not a good start that you want to have. Let's see the replay there.
He needed a hook, line, and sinker to fish that one out of the dirt.
Yeah, got a sinker right there, and he is taken on that pitch. So up by 1, 2-1, bottom of the third, runner on second, and Bonds hits that ball, and this one's going high and deep, and this ball is another routine play for the right fielder there, and I believe the runner at second takes off third and is safe. So you see bottom of the fifth, Padres 10-2, but there you see a home run by Bonds, so putting somewhat of a dent into the scoreboard right there. So now the score is now 4-10, still down by quite a bit. It's down by 6, but oh man, they had a monster inning in the 4th inning. I believe they had two home runs. I think that inning. I believe 2-run shots. So yeah, crazy. But there you see the replay right there. Bonds comes back and says, "You know what? I'm going to start a rally for us. Let's see what we can do. Get my team fired up." So there you see a home run right over the left field wall. So bottom of 7 is 14-10. Yeah, 14-10. 14-4. Excuse me. And a nice homer by Bonds there. There you see. Bonds drives in his teammates there for a home run. A nice blast there. A 3-run shot. by Bonds. Now putting the score at 14-7. So Bonds again, that's the second homer of the game. And this time, look at that. I mean, just amazing hitting. I believe it hits off the JM Field sign, scoreboard there. Yeah, the bottom half there. So home run for Bonds. So down the bottom of the ninth, runners on first and second, down by 7, 14-7. There you see a nice hit right there in the deep right center. And then you see the center fielder trying to throw the ball in. We get 1 run in. Now 2 runs in. So now the score is 14-9. And the final score, 14-9. The Redbirds lose again. Heartbreaking loss. So you see Bonds 3 for 5, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, a double, and 2 runs in for himself. So there you see Bonds doing the work, but not enough work to get the win for his team. And you see he scored home run in the 5th and the 7th inning there. He struck out in the first. I honestly thought it was going to be a bad day for Bonds in that strikeout. And had that feeling that it was not going to be too good of a day for him and the team. But it wasn't a good day because they did lose. But Bonds statistically that day did very, very well, more than I thought he was going to do for that game. So they win game 3 of this series. So we go and you see 20 home runs, 48 RBIs, and a 4.12 average for the season. So you see next training is in 2 weeks, and we're getting close to our goals. I believe the goals are finished, but we're going to go ahead and go to game 4, last game of the series against Tucson. So Tucson's already pretty much won the series. We can stop them from getting a sweep on us if we play them in game 4 of this 4-game set against the Tucson Padres. You see 55-58 for them, 54 and 59 for the Redbirds. So let's go to the action here at home at JM Field. Beautiful night for a ball game. So bottom of the first, runner on first, 1 out, and Bonds gets a pitch here, and he strokes it. That ball is gone. OUT, that ball is gone. It's out of here. That is his 21st home run of the season. There you see him trotting around the bags right there. Fans at home are like, yes, we might actually avoid getting this sweep tonight. With a hit like that from Bonds, it seems like it's going to be a very good night. So there you see a great at-bat. 32 points right there for his XP for Bonds. So let's see the replay here. And that ball is just low, right near the belt level, and that ball is gone. Bonds puts a good charge on that and sends that one right on hit. Yeah, hits the top of the scoreboard there. So bottom of third, bases loaded, up by 1, no outs. We'll see what Bonds can do with his 0-2 pitch, and there you see he slaps it towards the third baseman. Third baseman, oh! The third baseman gets to the short through the second baseman, but the second baseman is unable to get the turnaround for the second out. So there you see Bonds gets safely at second. So bottom of the fourth, 5-1 the score. 2 runners on first and second. Ooh, a broken bat by Bonds. First one I've seen this season with him, and an easy out for the Redbird against the Redbird. So 7-3, bottom of the sixth, 1 out. There you see Bonds again goes yard. This time going right center there. That ball is gone. The Redbirds are definitely trying to avoid getting swept in this game for this series. Home run, Theo Bonds. Talk about a home run right there. The pitcher thinking, man, we've heard stuff about this guy, but didn't think it was true. There you see. Good at bat right there. I would say an excellent at bat right there. Putting the Redbirds up now at 9-3. There you see the replay. Oh my goodness. Just look at that. I mean, just whiff. Just takes that ball and just see ya. What a hit right there, man. So we'll go ahead and move on to the bottom of the seventh. Score 11-8. Runners on first and second, 1 out. The pitch, and then you see a slap right there to the from the shortstop to the second baseman to the first baseman for a 6-4-3 double play right there. So you see a final score of 11-8. We finally get a win after a long losing streak. We lost against the Rolling Rock and the Padres. So there you see Theo Bonds is named player of the game. Yeah, I would say player of the week right here. He's been hitting home runs like gangbusters, y'all. This is awesome. There you see him trotting along knowing that he had that ball and everything on it. And there you see 2 for 5, 2 home runs, 4 runs batted in, and an OPS of 200. So there you see this line score right there. Both teams committed an error. There you see Tucson 12 hits, but not enough to get them the win. There you see 9 hits for the Redbirds of Memphis. So there you see what a game, and also avoiding the sweep against Tucson in that series. So we'll move on to see. There you see his stats per at bat. What a great game for Bonds and the team. So hopefully this will get the team to go in their winning ways after this great win against the Padres, and also avoiding getting swept in this series. So you see 22 home runs, 52 RBIs. And quite honestly, I don't understand why the Redbirds have not decided to bring Bonds up to the major leagues. There you see we're still tied with Omaha for first place in the Pacific Coast League. Not sure what the division's called, but we are still tied first with them. So we're really doing a good job keeping our head above water. And then you see our next series coming up is against the Las Vegas 51s. We're going to play against them. I'll show that up for you guys here soon. But wow, what a game right there. 11-8. What a great game. We're tied now record-wise with Tucson. And there you see what a great, I believe Tucson is, I believe there are 9.5 behind, I think, Las Vegas. And there you see the standings for the big boys there in the major leagues. Right now we're 2 games behind Cincinnati. So I definitely would say that, you know, it'd be a good time to bring Bonds up to play with the big boys there in the major leagues. You know, he can go on a road trip there with St. Louis to Cincy and go to the Great American Ballpark and hit some home runs off the big boys up there. You know, he can do it. You know, he has good bloodline. You know, he's cousin to Barry Bonds. You know, so I don't know if that's a good thing, but and then you see they got one coming up with the Dodgers at home there in St. Louis. So you never know, we might get a call up. You know, it is August, so you know, might get that call up, try and get on that 40-man roster and see what we can do for the stretch. You know, show that we can play Major League Baseball. Well, that is it for this episode here on MLB Road to the Show with Theo Bonds. Until then, as always, keep yourselves each other healthy. And hey, pound that like button if you guys like the video. Or if you're new, subscribe to the channel and check out other videos here on the channel. Got other videos from other Bond members, from other Bonds family members, Coach Teddy Bonds, Terrell Bonds, and TJ Bonds. So check those out. Also, too, got some WWE content up. So as always, keep yourselves healthy, like I always say. And I'll see you guys next time here on ESGNet. Later, guys.